one half of this channel with my twin sister Rayma, and together we share about our sustainable living journey. So that includes veganism, low-waste living tips and tricks, thrifting, and now composting because of this video, which I'm so excited for. Just all kinds of ways that we live sustainably and intentionally. So today's video is going to be about me building a compost bin, which I'm so excited for. When Rayma and I had an apartment together, we had a compost bin in our backyard patio space, and since moving out from that apartment, I haven't been able to really compost, so I'm super excited to get back into that and to also show a really simple and easy way to build your own compost bin. I also want to preface this by saying I still have a lot to learn about composting, so if you have any tips or knowledge to share, I'm very open to receiving it, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Recently, I've really realized how much I miss composting and the feeling of satisfaction and connection that it brings me, so I decided that one of my goals for 2023 would be to start a compost bin. So I spent hours excitedly doing research and just imagining myself being able to compost, and I found a lot of more expensive bins online that were pretty cool, but decided I'd rather DIY it. So when I saw this bin of things that we're getting rid of, I thought that would make a perfect bin and found some inspiration for using these bins to make a compost. So I just cleaned out that bin and I found some goodies. I was trying to separate it because it was all meant to be thrown away. I figured I could salvage some things and donate them and even keep them. So I found this colander. It's in pretty good condition. I'm gonna give it a nice wash and clean. And I think this is Goodwillable. Other stuff in there was kind of old junk, so I just have to be at peace with knowing that I can't save everything. And then I also saved this cup, and I think it was made in Japan because it says Stoneware Japan at the bottom, but it's super cute, so I'm gonna save this for myself. This video is a bit long, so if you're here just to see how I built the bin, I basically just got a plastic tote bin and I drilled a bunch of holes around it for air ventilation, and then I just added some soil, leaves, torn up paper bag, compost, food scraps, and water, and then mixed it all up, and then you just leave it for a few days to let it work its magic. So I'm in the yard where the washing machine is going on right now and the drying machine, so it's pretty loud, but this is the drill bit that I'm gonna go with. The hardest part was honestly getting it out of there, so I'm just gonna put it into the gun and then start drilling into this, and I'm basically just gonna drill holes along the sides and the bottom of the entire bin. I ended up having to change the drill bit and I chose the largest one instead, and I also had to call my brother to ask him how to lock the bit in because my first hole, it came apart from the drill gun, but after that it was a success and I was able to drill holes that were just 2 to 3 inches apart around the sides, the top, and the bottom of the bin. The lid is finally done! That took so long. I also ended up putting a mat down where I was drilling because of all of these little plastic particles that were just flying around everywhere, and the mat helped to collect them, and then when I picked the pieces off from the bin that was drilled, I could just leave them on so that I can clean it up after. I have holes on all of the sides. I got the Dyson and I'm going to vacuum up all of these little bits. Okay, now that the bin is done and there are many holes in here, I hope it's enough holes. If anything, I guess I could always drill more. But now that the bin is done, it's time to add the filling. So I'm going to scoop some soil from the yard, and I found some paper bags, and I'm going to go dig in the recycling bin for some cardboard. And then I have some compost from fruits and vegetable scraps that I've been saving to put in here, and then I can definitely find some leaves around here too, and then I'm just gonna mix that all up, and that's how we get it started. And once the bin is done, it's important to find a spot that gets a good amount of sunlight. This is an important part of composting, and also why food waste that's sent to landfill doesn't break down, but instead it emits additional methane gases. It's because it's not properly moved, and it doesn't have sunlight and oxygen. So not only does composting help to reduce waste, but it's also the most natural way to dispose of food scraps, and it improves soil health and promotes healthier plant growth. So there's a lot of benefits here, but to do this, it's important to have a balance of greens and browns. So I'm adding cardboard, leaves, and soil, and then I'm gonna add my greens, which is the fruit and veggie scraps. Okay, we got brown paper bag, soil and leaves, and now it's time to add the compost. Oh. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you might feel a little bit inspired to compost, or find a local resource for composting in your area by checking out local farms or other initiatives, or possibly build your own compost bin out of a big plastic bin, because it was really simple, and I'm just so excited for being able to compost again. Yeah, but that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!